touchdown plus of his other runs. And we've seen it in practice, and he's a big, strong runner, runs the ball really well. He's got a good feel for running it. He's 230 pounds, so obviously it's effective and something we can use to help us win games.
Something you alluded to last week was drop passes, and then there were quite a bit the other day too. There been a kind of a decline in pass catching here in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I think the stats are obvious if you went back and looked at them. All I can tell you is we're getting on the jugs machine. We're working extra catching every day because obviously for us to operate and win games and to seize opportunity like we had in the first half the other night, we got to catch the ball. It's plain and simple, and we got to be confident in catching it. What happens when you drop a couple, another guy drops a couple, it becomes this unconfident mindset, right? And you can't have that mindset. You have to choose confidence. You have to attack the football. When you start to wait on the ball, let the ball get too close to your body, it gets out of the vision of your hands, and that's when you have drops. And we're going to be out catching extra balls on the jugs machines every single day, and we've been doing that, and we're going to continue to do it until we get it right.
Josh, you guys are, I think, last in the Big Ten in red zone scoring offense right now. As you kind of determining the math of like a more conventional offense versus these, what Barry calls deceptive plays, how does that balance out between just doing something straightforward and then maybe a lower percentage play that has that kind of upside?
I think the play we ran the other night had a very high percentage chance of working. I think we stole victory from the jaws of defeat because we did not. We stole defeat from the jaws of victory because we did not execute it properly. We're gonna be aggressive in what we do. We're not gonna be passive about what we do. We had other plays that we called that were straightforward, conventional plays. We didn't execute them. But that play was open. We didn't execute it correctly. That's on me. I've got to coach it better. We've got to get our coaches to coach it better, and the players got to execute it better. But if we would have scored a touchdown, and obviously our percentage would go up. No one would be asking that question. But when they go wrong, I get it. That's the obvious question that comes out. We evaluate everything for what it is. Was it effective? Did we have a chance to score? If we would have executed properly, we would have scored. And that play would have. So is what it is. But yeah, it stings, no doubt. No doubt. I get it. I get the question. Like I ask myself the same thing. But when I go back and look at it, evaluate it, I'm calling that again. Like it's going to score a touchdown, whenever we do it again. But obviously, and obviously we just got to be better at doing those things.
I think success or not, it's just curious to ask like how you come up with the strategy or what's kind of the mindset.
Yeah, I think that's just how they play that week and what you feel like you're. The truth is there's 4 times that you have to be really effective running the ball in college football, and that's short yardage, goal line, 4 minute, and in the red zone. And if we went back and evaluated anything, it's that we've got to be a little more effective running the football in the red zone, and we just got to execute better. I've gone back and looked at it, and I've evaluated it. We're so close but so far away, just because there's small things by different guys here and there, and that's just continuing to develop and grow as a team.
Is it why you used the lockout package and stuff so much in those goal line situations that right now there isn't the confidence in a more conventional approach to running the ball there?
No, it's just not who we are. I could get down there and line up in the eye. Who's our fullback? It's just not it's not the way we're built. It's not our personnel. It's not who we are. We've had chances. We had a chance the other night after we got the first down to run the ball in, and we messed it up. So, and we had even numbers. Everything was there for us for the taking, and we called a run play right after that play, and it didn't go anywhere. So we just got to continue to execute better.
The play Ryan made where he's diving and touching the ball on top of the pylon, just like another in a series of examples of him making like really good football plays. Maybe not always making the best quarterback plays yet. I guess how does making the really good football plays factor into your evaluation of where he is and where he can be as a quarterback?
Yeah, the funny thing about that play is, that was an unbelievable play, number one, but also a dangerous play, number two. because obviously that could end in, obviously if you fumble there, you get hit there, and the ball goes, through the end zone and out of bounds. Obviously, we've all seen those. So we got to be smart about when we take those opportunities. As I evaluate Ryan, at the bottom line, the end of the day, when we have a turnover, like that goes all the way to me. So did we put him in a situation he's comfortable with? Does he understand, what can lead to an interception? And did he make the right decision? If he didn't, at the end of the day, that's on us. Like, we've got to get him to make the right decision, and we've got to make sure he's comfortable with what we're doing and not turn the ball over. Because, up to this point, I would tell you that we've moved the ball up and down the field. We've improved tremendously as an offense. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot because of turnovers.
Coach Matt Malachi said that you guys rep his stuff often during the week. Game days, he has no idea if he's going to be using that. You just kind of give him the high sign as to when you're going to be certain in the games. When you're going to use him in certain down and distance situations.
You're sorry, you said Malachi?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, he knows like there's certain instances when we're going to use him, and then a little bit the other night in the game, I just pulled him out there, and I thought it was the right time to kind of let him go do his thing on that one drive. I thought our offense needed that little spark to get going, so I was looking for something to kind of get us going there in the second half, and he did. He took us right down the field.
You think at times maybe Ryan feels like he has to do too much and maybe forces things?
Well, I think yes. I mean, we alluded to that last week. There's opportunities to take things that are an easy throw or to progress on, and you don't have to force the throw. There's also, he made some unbelievable plays the other night, overshadowed by obviously the negative. I think what we've got to do is just make sure that Ryan is comfortable with his reads, comfortable with what he's seeing. I don't want him to second guess himself and stop being aggressive. I just want to turn the rudder a little bit and aim that aggression in the right direction, and that's our job as coaches to do that.
You talked about increased work on the jug machine for the receivers. Well, what else can they do to sharpen their focus and improve their pass catching ability in addition to that?
Well, I think that would be a daily focus on going out and catching the football well in practice. We had one day last week we didn't catch it well in practice, and we focused on it. We got better, but obviously, if you're having those, you shouldn't be having those days. So again, our receivers are very capable. It's kind of one of those things that I would have never have guessed if you went through fall camp all the way up that this would be an issue at this point. So it's something that we're going to get out of. Number one, we're going to focus on it. We're going to get it right, and our guys are very capable of getting it right.
More questions for Coach Henson? Sam?
Josh, I understand on the last series you're up against it and kind of hoping for a minor miracle, but it looked like there was just some confusion on that hook and ladder play. Was it executed correctly, or you went to it 3 times in a row, I think, or it looks like twice. Yeah. But it seemed like it just didn't look right from
the first one we dropped, so that obviously didn't look right, and then the second one, it just is what it is. I mean, how many plays are you going to carry for hey, we're on the minus 35-yard line and we got to go score a touchdown. So I think the second one, the guy kind of knew it was coming, but it is what it is. That was kind of our play for that moment. I wish we just caught the first one and executed it. Probably would have happened differently. Really, the biggest key thing is the very first play of the drive, we had a chance to get to their 35-yard line, have a chance to throw the ball to the end zone twice, and they made a nice play on the ball. But we have to. If that ball hits our hands, we got to bring it down. We got to tuck it, bring it in, and make that catch. And if we do, I mean, that's really the story. The story is that cost us. That made it. It didn't cost us, but it made it very hard for us to score. If we would have hit that one, we would have had a real chance to score.
Anything else for Coach?